Thanks, John. The lunchtime news now from Meridian. As you may have just heard on ITN, the Prime Minister Tony Blair is expected to announce the date of the general election at any moment. Well, we can cross to our political editor Alan Clark at Westminster, who can tell us what the election campaign will mean for the South.
Yes, Mr Blair is on his way to see the Queen. At last, the suspense is over. Now we know when the general election will be. The big day is June the 7th. The starting gun will be fired officially when Parliament is dissolved. So who'll be running the country in the next Parliament? Well, if you believe the opinion polls, you'd be very brave to bet against Labour. But here in our region, the Tories should remain the #1 party. Indeed, they're hoping to regain some seats lost to the other parties. They'll be having their eyes very firmly on the 2 Reading seats currently held by Labour and the Lib Dem seats of Winchester, Romsey and Eastleigh. So what about the issues? Well, Labour will be campaigning on its management of the economy. They'll be talking about investment, that's the new word for spending, investment in public services such as health and education, and also expect some very strong personal attacks on William Hague. The Conservatives, well, they'll be talking about tax cuts, rural issues and asylum. And as for the Liberal Democrats, well, they won't be talking about tax cuts, they'll be talking about improving public services by, if necessary, increasing taxes. 2 other factors could be very crucial in determining the outcome of this election: turnout, some people expect it to be very low, and tactical voting. Well, no doubt about the big story dominating the news now, but don't worry, it'll all be over in 4 weeks' time.
Thanks, Alan. Workers at a high-tech firm in Berkshire are waiting to hear if their jobs are safe after the company announced it was shedding thousands of posts worldwide. 3Com, which is based at Winnersh near Reading, is cutting the jobs as part of an international shake-up. Alex Rossi reports.
It's the latest in a line of high-profile job casualties for the Thames Valley. 3Com, which is based in America, is slashing 30% of its workforce across the globe because of a slowdown in the US economy and a slump in technology markets. The company makes computer hardware and software for businesses and employs around 100 people at its European headquarters in Winnersh. Workers here won't know whether they're to be axed for at least 6 weeks.
It's certainly a distraction, it's certainly a concern, as it would be for anyone. What 3Com are trying to do is to manage that with as much sensitivity as we possibly can.
3Com is struggling to make a profit. In fact, in the last 3 months, it's made losses of £150 million. The company now says it has to cut costs. It's workers here that could suffer. Alex Rossi in Winnersh for Meridian News.
Talks to resolve a dispute on South West trains resume later today. If they fail, there could be another 24-hour strike on Friday. Staff are unhappy about a number of new working conditions and having to wear name badges and red waistcoats. Proposals to build an incinerator in Guildford will be discussed in the House of Commons today. Backbench MPs will look at the issues surrounding the controversial plans. The Thames Waste Management Group wants a licence to construct and run the site at Slyfield. Scientific experts are due to talk about the effects of genetically modified crops in Berkshire today. Trials of GM maize are taking place at a site in Shinfield. The tests were approved by the government despite local opposition. A public meeting is planned for tonight. An English opera singer has entertained a packed crowd at the Madejski Stadium in Reading, but he could soon find himself performing in front of nearly 100,000 football fans in Italy as well. Keith Malone reports.
The majestic voice of opera singer Lawrence Robinson on Saturday, putting some raw emotion into the hearts of 20,000 fans just before Reading's home match against Bournemouth. A famous operatic solo familiar to football fans the world over.
Absolutely fantastic. No other feeling in the world like it. It's wonderful. Football audiences, I think, are absolutely brilliant.
This song, Nessun Dorma, was made famous as a football anthem by Pavarotti during the World Cup in Italy nearly 12 years ago. And on Saturday, it helped inspire Reading to a late equaliser in a dramatic 3-3 draw. But Lawrence now has a chance to sing in front of the opera-loving people of Italy. If Leeds United can win their European Champions League semi-final away to Valencia tonight, then they'll ask him to sing at the final in Milan's world-famous San Siro Stadium.
Normally Italians like to think that opera is their art and don't want any other nationalities encroaching upon it, but it'll be interesting to see how they react to it.
So, having heard of the expression, taking coals to Newcastle, Lawrence Robinson hopes he can now create a new one, taking opera to the Italians. Keith Malone for Meridian News.
Time now for the weather with Carl Tyler.
Good afternoon. It was a very pleasant bank holiday and it's not too bad a day. We've got a good deal of sunshine around, just some patchy fair weather, cloud drifting around. But we've got a bit of a hiccup coming along tomorrow. In the weather, I think we'll see a good deal of cloud. We may even see some light showers, but then the weather's going to settle down for the rest of the week, and we could see temperatures into the 70s by the time we get to the weekend. Have a look at the satellite picture. You can see the high pressure still with us. We've got a good deal of sunshine over us at the moment. That high will drift a little bit further north, allowing this band of cloud to come drifting up and through us tomorrow, producing 1 or 2 light showers. So for the rest of the afternoon, a very pleasant afternoon, a good deal of sunshine around, just some patchy fair with the cloud drifting around. Temperatures, well, they could reach 17, that's 63 degrees Fahrenheit, but we're still stuck with this light northeasterly wind. Now, overnight tonight will be dry. We're going to see clear skies to start with, but cloud will start to move into the east of the region as we come through to dawn. Lowest temperatures at 4:39. And then tomorrow morning, I think a reasonably bright start. We could even see a little bit of sunshine in the west, but that cloud will increase as we go through the morning. During the afternoon, there'll be a scattering of generally light showers around. They'll die out, and we'll see some sunshine coming along to end the day. Temperatures tomorrow perhaps down a touch, but still not too bad at 16. That's 63 degrees Fahrenheit, but this time with a moderate northeasterly wind. That's all for me now. Good afternoon.
Thanks for that, Carl. Just time to tell you what's coming up on Meridian tonight at 6. Sailing into the history books, the biggest ever cruise ship to carry fare-paying passengers from Britain goes on show in Southampton. That's all at 6. There will be more from us just after 3 o'clock, and you can keep up to date on our website at meridiantv.com. But now, back to John Suchet at ITN in London.
Hello again. Within the last